Dio, Ryan, Robert out here in Sandusky, about to do this great Sandusky cop block tonight. Where's the pit bull?
I swear to God. I'm like, what? It's medium, don't worry.
Look at this bunch of obnoxious fucking riffraff.
You sound like that one guy from the magazine. No, listen, I got you.
Here's Johnny Gold being videotaped by his own fucking camera.
There's two different kind of scenarios that you'll see where you're cop watching. There's one where you're just driving or just walking somewhere and you just see something on your own, or maybe if you're with some friends, you see a cop pull somebody over, and you maybe just want to kind of like just creep up on them and get some video. When you're doing that, you're basically just trying to be a ninja. You're not really being real visible. You want to just, it's like you're watching an animal in the wild. You're just kind of going to be doing what works. You're just trying to film these guys. It's not real complicated. Downtown Sandusky, kind of a different thing. This time of year, it starts getting crazy. These cops out here are a bunch of ignorant hillbillies with badges and guns, okay? They will fuck up every time, every Friday, every Saturday. They will violate people's rights. Not because they're necessarily bad guys, because they're stupid, they're undertrained, and they just don't know any better. And that's the problem with this town, and that's why we're so active. Now, some of them are bad guys, but the reason that they don't do their job right is just systemic. From top to bottom, these guys think they can do whatever they want because they've never been held accountable till guys like Nathan, Robert, and the rest of you started doing cop watching down here. And that's kind of when I got involved. I'm not much, I'm almost as new at this as you guys, but it's easy to pick up. But so we did a lot of this last year, and one thing that Nathan noticed was that these guys start to get a little nervous, especially when they know they're being filmed. In fact, Nathan has observed these guys saying, hey, there's one camera, where's the other one? So we're in their heads already while they're just walking around, while they're making arrests. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to let these guys know you're being watched. They're not going to want to do their job. They're not going to want to screw with people. They're not going to want to have any more interactions than absolutely necessary, knowing that they're being filmed. That's our objective.
Which is just the way we like it.
We were playing around with an idea, Robert and I, and Nathan, and Jake, basically trying to make a presence. Let these guys know that we're down here. Be highly visible, aggressive, fast, and coordinated. In other words, be more professional than they are. So we came up with this 3-camera system. Well, we didn't come up with it. It's something that Peaceful Streets has been using for a long time. And basically, here's the way it works. You want 3 different angles every time you're looking at the police, if you can get 3. The first is a wide angle view. Someone who can see the entire corner, the entire area. The second angle you want to get is something closer, okay? This camera number, we call this camera number 2. Camera number 1 is the wide angle. So let's say someone's getting arrested. Everyone knows where Daly's is over here. You see this green bar in the corner, caddy corner from here. All kinds of shit breaks loose, goes down around 2 o'clock in the morning outside this place, or actually starting around midnight. You get fights, you get just stupid crap going on, and that's when the cops start to go ape shit. So let's just say there's something going down right here outside the side door, back door of Daly's. You want to get camera number 1, maybe like across the street, is what we were practicing. Getting the entire block there. Camera number 2, he's going to come across the street, and possibly he could be in the street, because if there's enough cop cars, there's not going to be any traffic. He might be able to just kind of scoot around over here. He or she might be able to scoot around over here. But basically, this kind of area, you want camera number 2. And what you've got now is you've got a wide view, you've got sort of a 45-degree angle here. Now the difference between camera number 2 and camera number 1, camera number 1's job is to catch the entire area. Camera number 2's job, primary function, is to protect camera number 3. Camera number 3 is the crazy son of a bitch who's gonna get right up in here and catch the good stuff. Right up close, gonna get the best audio, gonna get the best video of the event. Camera number 3, it takes an aggressive person. It takes somebody who's got some composure, somebody who's not going, who knows how to just walk up to that line. Maybe tiptoe over a little bit, but not get busted for obstruction or anything like that. It takes someone who's got awareness and a lot of composure. Nathan's the best. I think he's the best in the world at this, and you know the guys that have worked with him aren't far behind. But you know, you'll see a lot of times, like if you're camera number 3, the cops will say you're too close, you're too close. 10 feet is presumed to be within a safe range, but the cops have discretion to tell you to back up a little bit. If they start doing that, you just sort of want to just back up, but you want to get as close to the event as possible. Camera number 2's job the whole time is watching camera number 3. That way if the cops mess with camera number 3, we've got that on film. So then you've got basic, what's that?
You have it on film twice.
Twice, and then you've got the wide angle back here at number 1. So it's basically, we started like calling it a triangle just because that's kind of what it is.
You can even have a 4th camera if possible.
Yeah, well, you want as many cameras as possible, but I mean, sometimes you don't have a whole crew. I hope we have a whole crew like this every time, but sometimes it's just, Nathan and 1 or 2 other people out there, downtown, or, if you're down in Norwalk or Bellevue or wherever you're at.
Me and Drew did one last
But I really think it's a good idea, though, to at least have 2 cameras, because you might be filming, and that cop might say, turn it off, turn off the film. Okay, fine, he's not allowed to do that, but he might take your camera. And then who the hell knows what happens after that? Then it's your word versus his. You can say, oh, he took my camera, but it's not gonna, he's still gonna have trouble.
Police officer over a citizen.
They might just steal the thing, destroy
and
it.
delete it.
Who the hell knows?
So, live stream would be good for
You're absolutely right. If he got live stream, but if not, we know how to look, everybody gets the point. You want as many cameras on these sons of bitches as possible. Pardon my French, but you know what? I drop a lot of F-bombs. You know why I drop a lot of F-bombs?
Because you don't trust the person who don't fucking curse. That's why.
Okay? Let's talk real quick about what you can and can't do, what you can and cannot say out there. There's some speech that's protected, there's some speech that's not protected. You can drop F-bombs all you want. You can give obscene gestures all you want.
But it doesn't make for good video.
What you cannot do, I'm just illustrating. I'm not saying do it. I'm just illustrating.
Yeah, it doesn't make for good video is all I'm saying, yeah.
Use your own discretion. But what you can't do is personally attack one of these officers.
Because they are people.
Verbally, you can't do anything that would be fighting words. Fighting words are never protected speech. So you can drop as many F-bombs as you want. But once you start calling someone a motherfucker, maybe, that's where you're crossing the line. And that tends to be where I live.
What about gang member?
If you're going to use that kind of charged language, there's no right or wrong answer to this. My recommendation is you speak in general terms. You guys, Sandusky police are gangsters.
Not
Sandusky,
you are a
not
gang
you,
member.
officer,
Yeah.
so and so are a gang. As long as you're not personalizing this guy, you're allowed to defame the cops collectively all you want.
Okay.
Once you start talking about an individual person, the test is this.
You're making an
What I'm
attack.
saying to you, would that reasonably instigate somebody into an altercation? That's kind of the test. Doesn't mean would it reasonably, instigate a peaceful person into an altercation, but the average Joe on the street. If I walk up to the average Joe on the street and say, you're a motherfucker, no good, I might get punched for that.
Yeah.
And while that doesn't make what he did legal,
But what you
I'm
said,
still disorderly for doing it.
Yeah.
That's the question. So you don't want to do anything that would incite somebody to violence. So that's kind of like that's that, man. Just follow the veterans' leads here. I'm going to be kind of sitting back, watching everything, dispatch. If we don't stick to this, I mean, we're going to go with what works. But this is just something we've been trying, and since it's the first cop watch out, it's not going to be real crazy yet. Now's a good time. Last thing I forgot to mention.
There's a block party going on though around.
Well, that's true. That's true. So this is a good warm up. I mean, this is a good.
I have a question for you.
Real quick.
Is this illegal?
Real quick. No. Real quick. Camera one, you gotta know the jobs of all the cameras. Okay. When camera one should always be the first person in place. Once camera one is up, Just yell it out. Camera 1, up, so everyone can hear it.
With your fist
Okay?
up, because it's First Amendment.
Yeah, well, so you got a fit a visual signal, you got an audio signal that everybody can hear and see. Camera 2 has to beat feet, because camera 2 has to be the second guy in place. He or she's got the furthest to run. So camera 2 has to be hustling. As soon as camera 2 gets up, camera 2, up. Camera 3, same thing, get in there, camera 3, up. And then somebody, Nathan or me or whoever, at least then we know that this team is up. So if a camera's not working, we know. Oh shoot, somebody, camera 2's not up. There's a problem with camera 2. Either maybe you got rolled, maybe the police are fucking with you, maybe you got hit by a car, maybe you had a heart attack, maybe you dropped your camera, whatever. I mean, don't be bashful about it, because we're here to be a presence. The police are a presence. They use their presence. They use their show of force. They use their legal authority to perpetuate a freaking culture war against people. We're going to do the same thing. And guess what? We got the law on our side here, fellas. Okay, we're allowed to do this. The U.S. Supreme Court and every other Supreme Court in the world.
What about showing your identity to the police?
They're not going to ask you for it.
What did they do though? Can you mention any Supreme Court decisions?
You're catching me off guard right now, Jake.
I'm just wondering.
I haven't researched that issue because, quite frankly, I could give a shit if they.
I don't even have ID on me.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I left my fucking wallet in Cleveland,
Yeah, I don't have
dude.
my
I ain't got
wallet,
nothing
sorry.
on me.
If you don't want to show your ID, you ask if those documents could potentially be used against you in court.
You know.
That's a good way to put it, actually.
And if so, then you're going to go ahead and
Say-
invoke your fundamentally
Fifth
protected
Amendment
right
right.
to remain silent.
I just wouldn't
And you
talk to them.
and then you follow
Or just
that up
ignore
with,
them.
do you intend on punishing me for
Because
invoking
I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment.
I mean,
Do you intend on punishing me?
Well,
for
we
invoking
had
my Fifth Amendment?
a female officer last night asked us for our ID and we refused. We're like, we were not in the act of a felony or commit a felony. I don't have any legal obligation to give you my information because you saw us walking down the street.
unless they're investigating something.
No, they were investigating a call from someone else.
You get into a gray area.
Yeah, and it was weird. They just walked up and they're like, hey, guy, I want to ask some questions. Like, are we being detained? And she's like, I just want to ask questions. I'm like, well, we don't answer any questions. I'm like, I don't. She's like, well,
You don't even have to talk to them. Is the point?
yeah.
You can just ignore them. I mean, and
That's what we tried at first.
we've seen two different.
I didn't even see the video, but from what I understand, you did fine. So do that again, okay?
Yeah.
And make it simple for you. This is the Great Sandusky Cop Watch, Cop Block. We are ready, willing, and able to get the job done. Members from Sandusky area, Ohio Cop Block, peaceful streets, all kinds of stuff. What do you say, Mitch? We got Alex Gonzalez and Drew Huff and Mitch Frost out here. Jacob Frost across the street with Nathan. Coffee.
Cop right there. Deal, clean air. Don't answer any questions. Only response, I don't answer questions.
That's a good idea.
You got car number S12. Looks like a S. S12, I think. Is that the pit bull? Where's the pit bull? Here, doggy. Where's the pit bull? I want to get the pit bull on film. Hey, the cop's only got his window rolled down that much. Maybe people ought to take a cue from that, huh? Traffic stop.
Oh, is this movie? Is this real?
I don't know. I think I'm.
What's going on? Why is everybody?
Because we can.
I guess I'm out of the loop.
Gang number S12, guys.
Really? I can't walk out there with you. I thought maybe you were like Marilyn Monroe out there.
Slow night in Sandusky.
So far.
Well, bike me.
Looks like he's trying to citation. The gang is out to store his money. This individual.
And we seem to have the support of the customers in the bars too. If that's necessary. You have a problem on Water Street here. Vehicle S6.
Man, listen, man, I'm a man, nigga, man. Everybody know that shit. Man, you that Hey, man. I'll back in the car. When you auto? No, in the car. I'll back in the car. Please.
Guys.
Ma'am, please. Thank you. Dad, come on. Hey, man, what's up? Chad, you want to have a seat and say
Damn, Kyrie, this shit's fucked up. Oh, but
How's it going, guys?
that's the wise thing to do.
Yep. That's why we're out
I
here.
encourage that.
That's why we're out here. There's like, what, 6 cops to deal with one guy?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Any of these guys the pit bull?
What's that? What's up?
Perry, you said my brother was in there?
No, he's not in. Trevor? He's not in.
I need to find him.
Nah, he's gone. He's not in there.
Don't get in front of me.
All of them. Yeah, I'm ready. So let's jaywalk right here.
Okay, guys. Mike, she's alright.
I'm freezing. I'm fucking shaking all over the fucking place.
The girl, she's a bit better about You guys load up and we're gonna try. Come on, Zach. Let's go. Yeah, come on. Chase in his car.
Zach,
Hop in, Zach. Get out of here.
hold on. Honestly, Zach, you understand what I'm saying?
Get in the car. Hey, take care.
That's what you guys said. I said, get out of there. Damn it, Zach.
What about you?
Let's go. Get out of here.
How long you know All right, Scott, you better remember that. I'm Chad. All right. Hey, Trey, you coming or not? No.
Hey, is that going on Crime Stoppers or what? Like,
YouTube probably.
all right. At least get my face in it.
Hold on.